Hello, and welcome to another episode of Craftaway with me, Bullybait. We are in Spawn Town today, and it's just going to be here for a little bit. I just wanted to show you guys this thing here. I'm sure most of you have seen this by now. It's been a feature in Spawn Town for quite some time. In fact, I did show it a little bit in an episode that I built. An episode like really early, it was like episode 4 or something. Where I did... where I had built this off camera and I just sort of showed you guys what it was. It is an iron farm. It is also an infinite villager breeder. Now, I haven't showed you guys how it works yet, but this is where the iron golems drop down. Let's head around outside and we'll jump on the roof and we'll start there. Just because that's a really easy thing. I just wanted to show you guys how this works. It's based off of a design that I saw a long time ago. I can't remember who made the design. Where'd it go? There it is. So, up here on the roof, this is all slabbed to be spawn proof. And there's lights underneath here. Inside you can see there's the spawning platform with the water flowing in. And there are doors all the way around the outside here. I believe there are just over 60 doors or something like that. And then if we head over here to this tower, drop down in, you can actually get here from... you can get here from the ground. So if you just come down through here, all the way down to the bottom, this is the front door, right? There's that horse that's been hanging around the outside. And here are all the villagers. So this right here is a villager pod. And, I don't know if we can... There is a lever right there that releases the floor underneath the villagers and will drop them down and start the breeding. Basically, this area here is to catch the villagers and keep them within the village so that it doesn't breed to infinity all the time. I had forgot to put this... I had not put this in when I first built it. And it would just sit here and run and run and run. And over at the output area at the other side of town, it was just so many villagers. It was causing huge amounts of lag. We had to kill them all, and it was a big problem. But keeping them here keeps the villagers from continuously breeding. It says, oh, we've hit our villager mark, and that's fine. And now we're going to just go ahead and watch the villagers fall down in. Alright, and they're going to head off to an area off to the side. We'll go over there in a bit, but I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what this is. So up here, this is where the villagers are kept. Now, normally, I think we have a problem with some missing villagers, which is fine. We can fix it, but there are all the doors. If I open this up, you can see into the area where the golems spawn. And down here, in this spot here, these trapdoors are here to keep the villagers from getting out. That's how you get back out. Now on this floor, there are supposed to be a couple of farmer villagers. I think there might only be one now. And see how he's looking at them down there? He wants to hang out with them. Yeah, I need to get another couple farmer. So what happens is the farmer villagers... Oh, he's trading, yeah. He's doing his thing. So as you can see, he's throwing bread down, and they can pick it up down there. But what happens is let's say a couple of these farmer guys breed together up here, and then the babies will run off, and they end up down there with those villagers. And then those villagers will breed because they pick up the bread tossed from these guys. And then they toss the bread to each other. And they breed, and the babies will fall down again. Now in this room, you can see these guys here, and this is so I could trade with them on occasion. Apparently I need to eat this bread more than anything. Oh, I got 3 stacks of bread. Isn't that interesting? But anyway, you can come through here, and this is how I move villagers up and down these bits here. But the villagers here, as you can see, there's a water canal down there, and the babies will run off the edge because there are trap doors, and they end up in the water, and then they get pushed down, and then it builds up, and it stops the breeding. Now you can, oh, cleric, get back. Get back to the gate. Well, if we close this gate, there used to be a water source there. I'll put another one back eventually. But you can let villagers out of this area into here, and then they go up. My phone keeps going off. I'm very sorry. Down here, this is where the other villagers are. And what we're going to do is push this button right there. And that fills this little area with water. It also closes that door. So we'll just open it back up. And now we can get down in here to where the villager babies are. So up there is where all those villagers are. And this is where the babies will show up when they breed. And they should be starting to breed soon. There we go. Get out of there. And close the door. Push button. It picks up the water and closes the door back up. But yeah, that's how this farm works. Then the iron golems, they fall down through that shaft, right? They drop down there. And we can actually go down there. So if you head through this door, this still needs a little bit of work. We'll be talking about that in just a second. So you come down here, and you walk through this sewer tunnel down here, and you can see where the iron golems are being killed. And this is where the iron's collected. And this is a community farm, so anybody can use it. This is where someone's been AFK for a while. Now, before we look at that, let's go this way. Go up here. So what I need to do over here is I want to put in an item elevator that goes to that chest, which is down there in that box, and hook up a item filter to put poppies in here, and then we'll just trash the ones that the rest of them, and then run the iron over to this area where it can be stored. So then when you go AFK, you don't have to go into a room down in the bottom. You could AFK here and it would be fine. Or even out here. This has been spawn proof for a long time. No mob spawning here at all. Now, the villagers, when they fall down, where they go to is down in that tunnel as well. This is a bunch of my leftover building supplies and some sugar cane. So we'll have to put that in. I'm probably going to try to do that here in a bit. Maybe today. Then we'll head down here. So down here is the villager transport sewer entrance. Let's just close that off so none of the villagers get out. But right over here, this is where the villagers drop down from. And then they flow down this ice path. It's ice on packed ice down here with water pushing them along. And the whole thing has been surrounded by stone bricks, I think. I think I did the whole thing, not just like up to here. But anyway, as you get down here, as you can see, the villagers are moving along. They have passed into what would have been unloaded chunks if you were AFKing for the villager breeder at the breeder itself. And then as you come along, you get down this way, and then it turns right, and it goes for a little ways. Whoops, I just ended up in some sort of block. And the villagers come down to the end, and then they go up this tube. And they end up here, in this part of town. Where, as you can see, there are a ton of villagers here already. This is just where we've been keeping our villagers for the time being. Eventually, we'll have to build a trading hall here. And I think me and Gamer Queen were going to work on this. But our main project for today is somewhere else. And the reason I wanted to show you guys that iron farm is because that's what it entails. We have to go to where our base is going to be. Yay! We're going to see our base finally. Our real base. What is going to be, and we'll talk about it today. Sugar boxes. Let's grab some of those ender pearls. I like having them on me. So we need iron, obviously. Let's first head out to our base. Now, I've also been told to be recording when I go there, which pretty much means one thing. All right, so, okay. So I have been pranked. I knew this was a coming. Sunfire has sent me a message on Discord saying be recording when you go to your base. So I had also sent a message to Sun asking for some iron, and he has delivered. I said 1 soul for 2 double chests of iron. He is short 18, 19, 20 and a half stacks-ish. He's short, so he still owes me. I asked for 2 double chests of iron because he has a bunch of iron farms, and he said that he didn't have very much, but he would check. And this is what he came up with. I asked him how much. He said how much for the iron, and he said how about a set of really good diamond armor, since he's still rocking like irony stuff. And and my soul, I guess. And I said, fair price? Sure. I'll totally trade you my soul and 1 set of diamond armor for this huge boost into our iron set, so that we'll be able to start a storage system and things like that. So as you can see, I've cut out, this is in a chunk aligned area, and I've cut out a 3x3 chunk all the way down to bedrock. And yeah. That's our thing for the first part. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of squares out here, and this is all chunk aligned stuff. So let's go ahead and take a fly. And oh, there it is. It's Mario 100. Oh, it must be for my 100 subs, when I got my 100 subs. Thanks, Sunfire. I think I'll leave this here for a little while. I don't think it's going to be bothering anything. Ah, Mario. That's cool. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't get all up on our business, but yeah. Now, the next plan is, I ran out of rockets. Do I have any paper? I wonder. There's probably some at the bottom here. Maybe. Not, there's an ender chest. That's got paper in it. Yay! We can make rockets. Not very many, but a few. Let's get out of this hole. Alright. We'll just fly. There we go. Okay, we made it out. So as you can see, this is the loaded chunk range from this center point. So this is where our AFK area will be, and we're going to put all of our farms within this area. So all of the redstone and spawning and all that stuff happens perfectly. Let's see if we can land on top of this 100, and then we'll be able to see quite a bit. And I won't have to use up all of my rockets. Now, I'm going to try to build a mob farm here. There's been a lot of issues with mob spawning within the Bedrock Edition, but we're going to try to fix that. Basically to fix mob spawning, you need a really good perimeter. And I'm thinking if I make my perimeter all the way out to 4 chunks beyond the outside edge of this circle, then there will be no mobs in the area, and our mob farms will work perfectly. So that's going to be the goal. We're going to build our base here and also mob proof everything all the way out. 8 chunks from the center. 8 chunks from the center. So a 9 chunk circle. Now, our first order of business is to set up our iron farms. Now, to figure out where I wanted to put our iron farms, we have to know a little bit about the rest of this. So this chunk here is a witch farm. And it's right inside that 1 block, but it's not going to affect us too much. It doesn't even really work that much, if at all. And we need to find the placement for where our actual mob farms are going to be. So I remember it's going to be, there's one along one edge. We have to plant out where our mob farms are going to be, and then plant out where our iron farms are going to be, and then we'll just go from there, and that's going to be the first setup. Alright guys, I will see you in just a bit. I'm going to go and plan out where things are going to be, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, we're back, and I'm back up on top of the 100. Whoa, I fell. That's totally not what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can get back up there. So I've gone ahead and plotted out the areas. As you can see, there are some different colors here, some orange and blue. All right, land. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. So we gotta land back up on the 100. 100. Oh, what am I doing? I landed on there first try when I was trying to get up there just before I started recording. Alright, here we go. I fell again. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, the blue is where the iron farms are going to be, and the orange is where the mob farms are going to be. And they're in a fairly similar, order. So we have like a big 4 chunk one there, 3 chunks there, and 3 chunks here for the mob farms. And now it's backwards, so we have switch it over here, and there's going to be 3 chunks of iron farm there, 4 chunks of iron farm here. And on this side, we have 2 chunks of iron farm. Just because I didn't want to have an iron farm that was L-shaped, I didn't think it was going to work out really well. I thought it would be really difficult to try to get the water to go around in that corner, and it's not really going to help us that much anyway. In this corner right here, this is considered an ocean biome. And because it's considered an ocean right here, squids can spawn here. Squids and dolphins. And fish. All kinds of things. So what I want to do is build a squid farm in this area because there are no other... There's not really any other ocean. There's some over here. But I would just remove this water. I would get rid of get rid of the water in the ocean biome. I believe this is actually river. It's hard to tell because in Bedrock, you can't, just pull up the F3 screen. But I don't see any squid spawning here. And squid only spawn in ocean biomes. And because there's no other oceans, no other squids, and that means we can get a max squid farm one right there. That will be cool. Although I think squid are actually pretty easy to farm in this version of the game. It's just fairly difficult to create one with some ideal spawning conditions. And that's going to be it there. Now, I really want to get onto the iron farms, but it looks like we're out of time for today. So I think I'll see you guys in the next episode where I should have the iron farm already put up. We went over it well enough earlier in this episode where I don't think we need to go over it too much more. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments section below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!